Hello, this is RG. Today I will introduce how to apply our prefabricated wires to production. This is a non-standard medium to high voltage power distribution cabinet with a mounting panel. This cabinet contains many components and numerous wires. Without a proper wiring scheme, wiring in this distribution cabinet requires clamping up and down, which wastes a lot of wiring time and can easily lead to connection errors. If you purchase our prefabricated wires, things will become much simpler. In our product package, you will receive the prefabricated wires packed in bags,
a wiring layout diagram, an error record form, and a wiring self-inspection checklist. For the wiring layout diagram, our wiring layout diagram includes an exterior view of the control cabinet, zoned wiring diagrams, and instructions for the wiring sequence. In the zoned wiring diagrams, all components have black labels and red IDs. Blue and cayenne text indicates wiring duct and DIN rail labels. Green lines indicate the wiring passes. The yellow text box in Area 1 represents the reserved position for the wires that need to be connected to Area 0. For the wiring sequence instructions in the diagram, the steps must be followed sequentially. Each wire group within a red bracket will be individually packed. If Area 1 can be placed on the table for wiring, Area 1 and Area 0 can be wired simultaneously, which would greatly reduce the wiring time. Then, according to the instructions, connect the outgoing wires from Area 1 to the control cabinet and continue wiring inside the cabinet according to the steps.
Next, let's proceed with the actual operation. First, install the components, wiring ducts, and DIN rails on the mounting panel and control cabinet body according to the wiring layout diagram, and attach the red number stickers to the components. Then, distribute the corresponding prefabricated wire bags to each area according to the wiring sequence instructions. In terms of the auxiliary wire marker explanation, check the auxiliary wire marker on the wires to locate the connection point. Take this wire as an example. The 1.1 corresponds to the red number stickers on the components. The 96 corresponds to the terminal ID on the component. If an auxiliary wire marker is missing, refer to the error record form to find the correct connection point. Take this wire as an example. The source auxiliary wire marker is missing. By looking up the target auxiliary number on the other end of the wire in the error record form, you can find the missing source auxiliary number. For the special tape explanation, red tape indicates that two wire lugs need to be crimped onto the same bolt. Connect them sequentially from the starting end of the wire run. White tape indicates that the wires can follow the same wiring duct path. Moving on to wiring. As mentioned in the wiring layout diagram, the mounting panel and control cabinet body can be wired simultaneously. After each group of wiring is completed, tighten the wires inside the horizontal wiring ducts and properly place access wires in the vertical wiring ducts or crossover points. Ensure all wires in the horizontal wiring ducts are properly aligned and without any crossing.
In terms of how to use the wiring self-inspection checklist to check the internal wiring of the mounting panel, match the ID in the table with the ID on the red sticker.
Check if the number of wires connected to this component is correct. Based on the auxiliary wire marker on the wires, confirm if the connection positions are accurate. Then remove the auxiliary wire markers after the self-check is complete. When a component is missing, keep the red tape on the missing end, remove other tapes, bundle the wires related to this component, and do not remove the auxiliary wire marker for this component.
To reserve and organize the outgoing wires from the mounting panel. During wiring, leave the outgoing wires at the reserved positions according to the major road IDs in the yellow text box and the instructions on the auxiliary wire marker tube. In the meantime, keep the red tape on the exit end and remove the other tapes. Do not remove the auxiliary wire markers at the exit end. After wiring, bundle the wires sharing the same major road IDs according to the auxiliary wire marker tube.
Moving to the control cabinet assembly.
After the mounting panel is installed into the control cabinet, follow the wiring sequence in the wiring layout diagram to complete the final wiring inside the control cabinet. After all wiring work is completed, use the wiring self-inspection checklist to perform a comprehensive self-inspection as described above.
Finally, replace the labels. Paste the component labels sequentially according to the red number stickers, ensuring all component labels are readable. Then tear off the red number stickers.
Now, the wiring of this control cabinet is complete.